Don't watch that. Watch this.
Well, what do you mean by this? Oh, well, this is my channel. Welcome to it. And if you guys do really enjoy it, you can go in, you can click the share button. That really, really helps the algorithm. Go to Twitter, Facebook, Blogger. I don't even know what the crap that is. Reddit, all the stuff. So if you do love that, we also have a join button. You go in, you click the little join button. $4.99 a month. You get all the cool, awesome emojis. Now, enjoy the video. Remember when we got all these rumors of 3 different cuts of the movie? I think we have a little bit more information to back this up. Hello everyone, I am Mecha Random 42, the one, the only, your favorite YouTube heartbeat. Well, we had all of these rumors coming around from the Rise of Skywalker saying they remade it, because as you know, we've been covering this thing since its inception, and we knew darn well that last in 2018 they were filming this thing. They started, and of course then we started getting rumors of all the remakes and all of the reshoots, and how Doomcock sources, shout out to Doomcock, our good friend, and congrats on 125K, you're doing great, buddy. All these details emerging from the Rise of Skywalker, you know, the little friends and family screenings that JJ did, how people were walking out, how they had the 3 cuts, how we had had the Kathleen Kennedy cut, the Iger cut, and the George Lucas cut that would introduce a secret Skywalker, which would probably be the baby. Oh, it would be the baby. Oh, it would have been the baby, I bet, because he is the other Skywalker. Oh, he's a baby. I can dream. I'm a fan of Baby Yoda. Sorry, I'm a girl. I can't help it. No, guys like it, baby. Everybody loves Baby Yoda. He would be the thing that would hold and heal this fandom. And that's kind of my thought, that maybe we would have gotten a Baby Yoda. Maybe we've gotten something. But no, it seems that we did, in fact, get the Iger cut, according to some new information that came out. And thanks so much to our good friend Ichibaka also for finding this out. So, here we go. Let's recap. We're just going to recap this real quick. All right, here we go into the recap here. This is the most recent article that came out about all of the you know how they did the little test screening for friends and family that JJ and Kathleen Kennedy have admitted to. Now, this is the thing that a lot of the anti-fandom menace people, those little, oh, you just, no. There's never been a test screening for a Star Wars movie. Well, yeah, there's not been one for the public, but, you know, we're talking about the ones that they did for friends and family. So here we go. It's all over the place and confusing, which is what the movie ended up being. The narrative of connection of events is threadbare. The things unfold because they have to, not because they logically should. The story seems to largely consist of multiple MacGuffin modular plot. Yeah, exactly. That's the same. That's it. And this is what we've been hearing. This is one of the things that we've been hearing through Doomcock sources, through all my sources, through Midnight's Edge sources, and I can kind of confirm some of this. But there's one big thing that sticks out like a sore thumb, and you guys will get into it in a second. But we've heard that they did the reshoots, they were doing a lot of improv. That we can kind of confirm based on a few things that they were letting out in the public. And, well, we'll get into it. And so shout out to Ichibaka, who pulled up this off of Reddit, boom! What I know about the Rise of Skywalker production. After Colin had left the project, Rian Johnson was immediately Lucasfilm's top choice to take over. Now, this is from some unverified Reddit source that came out about a day ago. However, Iger and Horn weren't impressed with The Last Jedi and thought it was a step down from The Force Awakens, and this prompted Iger to personally offer J.J. Abrams the gig. J.J. Abrams is not a fan of The Last Jedi. We can kind of confirm that one based on a lot of the little digs that he took and shots he took at The Last Jedi. Actually, that's putting it gently. He absolutely loathed The Last Jedi and has some serious beef with Rian Johnson. He only came back if he could have complete creative control and wouldn't have to compromise with Kathleen Kennedy or the Lucasfilm story group. JJ's first move was to consult with George Lucas on the story idea for Episode 9. They came up with a story that had a strong connection to the Clone Wars TV show, which featured the Dagger of Mortis, which is the Sith dagger, the little this wasn't the Wayfinder, it was the other thing. Yeah, you had a Wayfinder and a oh god, you had too many things. You had too many stupid little MacGuffins, in my opinion. And Matt Smith, as the son of Mortis, would have been the film's antagonist. All right. See, this is. You just remember, Matt Smith would have been the film's antagonist. Now, what happened to him? Well, Matt Smith is not in the movie. You can look at here. He wasn't in the movie, but according to IMDb themselves, they were reporting that Matt Smith was seemingly confirmed for Rise of Skywalker. They talked to him. He was on the cast list. There's a million articles out there saying he was in the movie. Matt Smith might have been removed from Star Wars also as quickly as he came in. So those things were like, yeah, was he going to be in it? Is he not going to be in it? They probably filmed a lot of him in it, and then they just cut it because here you go. He might have a very important role in Rise of Skywalker as of September 19th. That's when we got this covered. But if it's on IMDb and connected to that, then people are going to remember that Matt Smith was originally a part of this. Now, we go back to this thing. Gee, what does that sound like? That Matt Smith was going to have a really important role in this. Well, he's not in this movie anymore. And this movie is this massive, disjointed, jumbled up mess of MacGuffin and thing because that's what they decided was going to be the most profitable version of this film. The story also used many elements from George Lucas's unused sequel trilogy treatments. Remember the ones that people were actually excited about? The ones that tested pretty well. Like anytime they showed that, well, we'll get into it some more. Disney really wanted this movie to be another Force Awakens in the same sense that it will unite all the fans and be at least initially universally loved. After Solo's flop at the box office, The Last Jedi backlash, and the decline in Star Wars merch, it was paramount for Disney that Episode 9 be a success with the fans. They did not want another The Last Jedi on their hands. This film's direction changed radically around during midway of principal photography. JJ told Disney executives that the film wouldn't satisfy and unite all the fans. This is where the studio meddling began. Oh, like I said, this is a Studio Notes movie. This is clearly one of those Studio Notes movies, and JJ, being the beloved golden boy in Hollywood, is a yes man. Yes, boss, I'll do anything you say, even though it will ruin the movie and cause fans to hate me, as long as the people in Hollywood love me. All right, and this is where the studio meddling began, which led to the second abandonment of George Lucas's ideas. So they almost incorporated him, and then they threw him out the window again. Great. Do they not like money? I don't think they like money. I don't think they know how to make money. I think they know how to fake like they make money. I think they know how to convince the mass audience that they're profitable and successful, and convince the mass audience that they like these movies. I think they're very good at that. I think they're very good at building up a loyal fan base who will defend garbage. But here's the thing. Not everybody are dumb, right? Never underestimate your fan base. If your fan base says something's wrong, maybe listen to them. I don't know. But who am I? I'm just a nobody yelling at a camera. I'm not like a rich millionaire Hollywood executive or anything. Nearly every story detail from the initial script was either completely abandoned or bastardized. Palpatine was always to have a presence in the movie but not be alive as the main villain. The main villain was supposed to be the son of Mortis. Disney feared that general audiences would be alienated as they wouldn't know who the son of Mortis was and would make the movie harder to market, and this led to the choice of replacing the son with Palpatine, and Matt Smith was completely removed from the movie. Disney ordered extensive reshoots that went on throughout the year leading up until early October. J.J. Abrams was not happy with many of the changes that Disney made. Well, that's just another excuse. He should have said something. You got enough money, J.J. You should have said something. You got enough money now. You should have said something. Essentially, the majority of the movie was reshot and reconfigured this year at the same time, leaving a ton of important scenes on the cutting room floor. I don't have any more new details on the making of The Rise of Skywalker other than that, but I'm hoping this post gets people with better sources to give out more details. And of course, there's more to this thread. This is for the OP, but has there been talk of a different cut of the movie, like how there was a rumor of 3 different cuts of the film that was made up? People are saying that there's a Lucas cut or a J.J. Abrams cut. What is your response to that? Somebody asked him. The film they were filming in 2018 was the version of episode 8 that J.J. and Colin Trevorrow wrote, based on a story that J.J. and George came up with until late 2017. Now, this we can confirm also that Colin Trevorrow was initially going to work on the film. Ryan Johnson came in and killed off Luke Skywalker, and Colin Trevorrow said, yeah, I don't want to work on this movie because my movie needed Luke to be alive. Thank you very much. And he walked out the door, right? And we knew that they had script treatments. We knew they did because Daisy Ridley said so. Cast members, crew members, we know that they had script treatments that they were doing with Lucas's thing. We know they had a plan. We also know and can confirm that Palpatine was not going to be in this trilogy. He was not going to be in this, oh yeah, they might have mentioned him once or twice, but no, Rey was not supposed to be a Palpatine, cut that, Rey was not supposed to be a Palpatine thing. But yeah, they did do some extensive reshoots on this thing that they're confirming, they're admitting to, they're not even hiding that. JJ went to George to ask for his help on coming up with a story for episode 9, since all of JJ's plot threads and ideas that he had from The Force Awakens were all but destroyed in The Last Jedi. Let's call that cut the JJ Lucas cut. Disney was not impressed with the JJ Lucas cut and feared it could be another Last Jedi. They ordered to completely change that. That's why this film had a ton of reshoots, and this is why they're blaming us for it, because we complained about The Last Jedi. Oh, the film in theaters now is the Iger cut, which is Disney completely changing the initial film to what they thought would be the most profitable version. And I think that's probably correct on their part, because you're going to have a lot of, like I said, you're going to have the Reylos paying for this. You're going to have people who have been so insulted either not paying for it or they're not going to see it. They're just going to wait. They're finding other ways around. They're going to go and buy a ticket to Jumanji instead or whatever. Buy a ticket to Jumanji. If you're going anywhere to the theater this weekend, just buy a ticket to Jumanji. Whatever. However, there are numerous different versions of the climax. Some are slight variations from each other, and others are just completely different. However, I seriously doubt the J.J. Lucas cut is anywhere close to being finished. Oh yeah, they probably didn't render it, but they were using that real-time render technology that made it look kind of like a video game. And there's more! Basically, they're asking about KK, Kathleen Kennedy. KK leaving is definitely a sure thing at this point and might be fast-tracked depending on the Rise of Skywalker and box office. And I know that Rian Johnson's trilogy was canned ages ago. As of right now, I expect in January them to announce Rian's departing or firing. I don't know anything about the Old Republic being next, but my personal speculation is that if that is the case, it'll be one of Feige's movies. Well, we're pretty sure that Feige's going to be running the next thing, and they'll probably announce Jon Favreau, Deborah Chow, one of those people. Hopefully we don't get an Ava DuVernay. Oh, no, because she's been sucking up around people in Lucasfilm, but no. But no, you want to give it to the people in charge of The Mandalorian at this point. You don't want to bring in any weirdos that aren't going to, they're just going to chuck your vision out the window. No, you want to bring in the people on The Mandalorian if you want to fix Star Wars. Now, if all they care about is the box office, well then, they can go force themselves, because this movie, yeah, it's probably going to do pretty well, but it's not very good, and I've got another video coming up about that, about not making excuses for the high box office. So, tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. I am Mecha Random 42, and I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!